What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. This is Steven Morales. Welcome to the Deal Desk, where I call your leads live. It doesn't matter where they're at or what's going on. There's always something here to learn when I make these live calls, and I give you feedback whether they pick up the phone or not. At least I try my best. But hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Right now we're going into the holidays, and a lot of people are slowing down. A lot of homeowners you'll speak with will say, I'll wait until after the holidays or after the new year, right? That doesn't mean that you can't agree on the price now. Do not let that be a wall from getting the deal, right? So a lot of people say, you know what? I'll wait until after the holidays. Just call me after. That's fine. But it's important to keep negotiating forward. So what I tell people is, hey, by the way, I know that you don't want to sell the property until after the holidays, but if we agree on a price now, we could put an agreement in place and we can set closing for after the holidays. So don't let the holidays, the New Year's be an objection that, man, there's no more deals. There's deals still. Right? There are still people motivated that need to sell. So if they need to wait until after the holidays, if you can agree on a price now, get a contract and set the closing after the holidays. A lot of investors are slowing down now too. Now's the time to turn it up. Right now is the time you want to build up your pipeline for quarter one of 2025. You want to start off on the right foot. But yeah, guys, anyways, I'm here to call your leads live. If you want me to call your leads live, head over to the reitoolbox.com. Again, this is a free, this is on YouTube. And then for those of you in the community watching, this is free. If you're watching on YouTube, all I ask is you click that like and subscribe button. Helps me out a lot. Okay. And if you find this information useful, whether you're training or maybe you guys are starting this on your own, click that like and subscribe button. There's over now, this is episode 125. So there's over 125 hours of me making live calls. Okay. All right, cool. So let's get right into it. We have a lead here. And it's not too late to submit your leads, okay? So the first one here is on University Drive over here in Atlanta, Georgia. University Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. So it looks like this property, what information do you have on this? Because it looks like this is listed. The approach for listed properties is going to be a little bit different. Okay. But this is it right here. Okay. Get the property moving ready with essentials. What repairs are needed? Get it ready with essentials. Change locks, paint interior, replace carpets, clean house, replace appliances. All right. I mean, let's take a look at the inside. Looks good. I mean, it looks really good. Looks moving ready. Hold on a second. Okay, so it's listed for $799. I spoke with seller's agent Aaron. States property was in foreclosure, now out of foreclosure, and owner wants to get rid of the property. All right. So it looks like it's in great shape. So let's go ahead and call this lead. Looks like this is the real estate agent, Aaron. Hopefully this is an investor-friendly agent, because some agents don't really like investors, and they may be looking for a retail buyer, and investors, you can't always just if you're an investor and you pay and your cash offers are retail, you will not be in business too long. Now terms deals is different. Terms deals, creative financing. You can pay a much higher price, but over time. But let's call this lead and see what happens here. If you guys have any questions, by the way, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'll be answering questions later through the show.
Hi, you've reached Aaron with AC Real Estate Consultants, Inc.
Okay, I didn't pick up the phone. So that's random. A giant banana there. All right. Interesting. Is this a chalk in the bathroom? What is this? Maybe that's art. I don't know. All right, so this property's in good shape. They're asking $799. Let me just run some quick comps just to let you know where I would be at. And remember, you can also work with properties in great shape. A lot of people in this business, they think, man, I'm looking for ugly houses and all that because that's where the discounts are. You can still get deals on good-looking houses. You don't know what situation the homeowner is in, and you don't know why they want to sell and when they want to sell, how soon, right? So check this out. Okay, so the person is asking $799,000 for this property. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,790 square feet. I mean, it's in great shape. And I'm looking at the comps here, and it looks like the ARV is over $1 million, about $1 million, 1.1, which is good. That already shows that the person is realistic. So do they own this free? They own this free and clear, according to PropStream. They own this free and clear. Yeah, I mean, the house is in great shape. So let me just pull this up on my other screen. Because another thing you want to pay attention to for properties that are listed, how many days on market? Now, they said it just came out of foreclosure, and the homeowner wants to get rid of it. 90 days. Interesting. Great fixer-upper, price to sell. It's been on there for 90 days, so I don't know. The market will always tell you if it works or not. I think it's a good starting point. Hopefully the property still looks like that. I think it's a reasonable price, but why has it been on here for 90 days? They cut the price last month for $21,000. Also, I don't know if there's a basement in this. Great fixer-upper, price to sell. This 3-bedroom, 1-level ranch home is a perfect opportunity for investors or buyers looking to renovate and add value with spacious floor plan, blah, 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 blah. 90 days. Okay. Well, anyways, I think $799 is – it shows to me that they are open because I think from what I'm seeing here, the ARV's $1 million to 1.1. I mean – I'd probably be closer to 700,000. But you want to get more information from the agent. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. So let's move on to the next one. Now, this one on Wilder, Olivia, I remember you're the one that submitted this one on Wilder. I have a few questions. So this one actually went pending, and then it went pending and it got put back on the market. This house got broken into, I believe. But this is one that I'd like to take a look at in person because I may be a buyer for this one. Any pad split opportunities. So I'm going to message you after the show about this one. Let's go to – all right, so I called these. Wilder, I already called that one. The next one is, where's the next one? North Carolina, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Some of these got resubmitted. That's fine. Remember, if I call your lead and they don't answer, you're more than welcome to resubmit the lead because I call them, twice. Unless it's an agent. A lot of agents don't pick up their phone. But all right, this one's on John Street, fair condition. Let me go ahead and I got way too many tabs open here. Let me X some of these tabs out. All right, this one's in Goldsboro, North Carolina, fair condition. Need some TLC, light updates. Okay. It was his parents' property. They passed away. Wow. Okay, so they inherited this property. Another thing you want to pay attention to when somebody inherits a property, like I'm dealing with one of those right now. The person that inherited the property doesn't even live in the state. And most of the time, they just don't want anything to deal with it, right? So let me share this tab here. Seymour Homes Realty. I guess these are old photos. All right. Seymour Homes Realty. I guess these are old photos. Doesn't look like it needs to be fixed up. Yep. All right. So this one, it's in good shape as well. Let's take a look at the inside. It's got a good size yard. Yeah, this is, I don't know if these are recent. It's outdated. I always like to confirm these photos with the homeowners. Hey, I see some pictures on Zillow. Are these recent photos or are these old photos? Because on the notes it says need some TLC light updates at kitchen bathrooms, new dishwashers. Where's the kitchen? Okay, so I see a stainless steel fridge. I don't know if that's a new dishwasher or not. Okay, reason for selling was his parents' property. He's asking $105,000. He is not open to seller financing. Okay, let's give them a call. Let's see. All right, Mr. Sloan. Let's give him. I think I called this one last time. I'm gonna give the homeowner a call here. I also want to know if he's the main. Is he the executor of the estate? Are there any other beneficiaries on title here? Is he the main decision maker? Sometimes there's more than one person involved, and those can get a little dicey. But you want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Please leave your message for.
I'm gonna call him one more time, and then I'll run some light comps on this, some quick comps, and let you know, where I'd be at if 105 is a good price.
Hello?
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Sloan.
Yes, Mr. Sloan.
Hey, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner a while back about your property on John Street. Are you still looking to sell?
No, not really. No, not really. I've started tearing out the bathroom and I'm going to get it finished, torn out, and redone. And then I may do that.
Oh, you're looking to renovate the property first and then sell it?
Yeah.
Okay. How far along are you in the renovation?
I just have started.
Oh, you just started. So you wouldn't be interested in selling it in as-is condition without doing any work?
Possibly, yes. Possibly.
Okay.
I got to talk to my brother
Sure. No
because he was
problem.
thinking about moving into it.
Okay. No problem. Just out of curiosity, if you were just to sell it and as is, what kind of ballpark were you looking at?
Well, I'd been offered 105 for it from another company that's, I guess, similar to yours,
100
and had it under contract. I had it under contract twice for 105,
way too
and
high.
the first time
Way too high.
was to a homeowner, and they could not
It's not way too
qualify,
high, but
which I found to be really interesting. And the second one was to another organization similar to yours who was going to renovate it.
Oh, it was under contract with another investment company.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And why didn't they close on it?
It was my fault because my brother said that he wanted to move in it.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of on the fence about it.
He's renting a house right now. I'm sorry?
He's kind of on the fence now, or does he have his mindset
Yeah,
on
he's kind of
moving?
on the fence. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, 105. I mean, that just seems too high for. I mean, I would take that offer and run with it if it was a real offer. I doubt it was, but what are you looking to sell it for once you finish doing work to it? How much more?
I don't know yet. They've been selling them for. There was one very similar to mine that sold for 175.
Mm-hmm.
That was in a floodplain right around the corner. There was another one that sold for 175, I think 185. Actually, it might have been over that. That was completely renovated, but it also too is in a floodplain, and mine is not. So,
Okay.
I don't know yet. I hadn't thought about it really, to be honest with you.
No problem. Yeah, I think just a ballpark, just from what I'm seeing, if I were to make an offer in as is condition, we would probably be somewhere around 100,000. It's kind of tough to say without looking at it, but that's a ballpark. But if you speak with your brother and you both got a cash offer for around 100,000, is that something that he might be open to, or is he?
I'm not going to sell it any less than 105 because I've already been offered that twice.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I know it's got to be done in there, and it won't cost me that much to get it redone.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting. I'm a builder, so
Oh,
I
perfect.
have access to the labor.
Yeah, that's great.
And yeah, and so they won't charge me as much to do that as they will working for me on my houses. But
Right.
it's a matter of getting them over there because everybody's so damn busy.
Got it. When's your brother
That's
looking
my
to move
issue.
in it?
I'm sorry.
When's your brother looking to move in it?
Just as soon as I got it finished, is what he says.
And he's buying it, or he's renting it out, or?
Yeah, he's just going to rent it from me
Gotcha.
or from
Okay.
my mother's. How would I say that? Is it Mama's estate?
Yeah.
He would rent
estate.
it from my mother's estate.
Has probate been completed on it already?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, I can't compete with your brother, unfortunately. But if you got an offer for 105,000, so you're not looking to sell anymore, even if that offer came back around.
It's possible. Yeah. Well, I got to talk to my brother and see what his real intentions are.
Right. Yeah, why don't you speak with him? I didn't want to waste your time, but I was just curious. Why don't you speak with him and see, if he's really wants to move in or if he's open to selling? And what you think if I check in with you maybe Monday, you can give me an answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me a call on Monday.
Perfect. All right. Have a great
That'll
weekend.
be fun.
Good luck.
You too, buddy.
Bye. I can't compete with family. The thing is, he's not the main decision maker, which is what I said before I even got on before I called him. You always want to speak with the decision maker. Okay, so he is not the only decision maker. His brother's kind of on the fence. Then they had an offer for 100. That's too high. I think 105 is too high. I try to be really conservative with these things. Let me take a look here. I think around 100,000 And notice I didn't say we'll offer you 100,000 for it. I want to say we'd probably be around 100,000. The second you guys give a number, you are attached. That homeowner is going to attach you to that number, and you don't want to do that, because if you say 100,000, let's say that offer's too high, he speaks to his brother, he's interested in selling. Now you have a conversation again, and let's say, oh, you know what? I'm actually not at 100,000. I'm at like 80,000. He's not going to get any more excited. Okay, so you want to say, yeah, probably around 100,000. You never want to let them know exactly where you're at, because you do have to confirm your numbers. And it's another thing to pay close attention to. This property here is surrounded by commercial, and there's only been 4 houses that have sold in the last 12 months. But properties that are surrounded by commercial are not as desirable than properties in neighborhoods. They don't make great like flips unless you get it for like a great price. But I mean, this is a very rural area. There's a warehouse, there's distribution here, there's exhaust products. I mean, probably one of the workers might buy this house. But I want you to notice also, when you finish a conversation with somebody, you always want to get the best time to call them back. I want to do a takeaway and say, you know what? Why don't you speak with your brother? See what his real intentions are. You think if I give you a call back on Monday, I can get an answer? Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah, whatever. So then I'll call him back on Monday. It's all about the follow-up. You guys, most of these deals are not going to be, hello, offer accepted, on to the next one. Most of it is follow-up. Follow-up. So as long as you guys finish the conversation, a good conversation with, hey, when is the best time I can give you a call back to see how that went? As long as you keep that going, that is all that matters, okay? The worst thing you could do is not get a best callback time. Some people, they'll finish that conversation. They'll say, okay, thanks. Have a good day. There was no expectation set when you were going to call them back. And if that's not set, they may or may not pick up the phone. All right. So this guy, he's up in the air with this. Let's go to the next one we have. I think that's a good lead, by the way. Anything, anybody that inherits a property. Now, this guy, he seems interested in fixing it up, right? So he doesn't sound super motivated. But properties that are inherited are good leads, because sometimes people inherit property, they want nothing to do with it. All right, next one, Alabama. Oh, I remember this one. This one's really ugly. Yeah, this one's really ugly. Alabama. Check this out. Oh, hold on a second. Share this tab. Look at this thing. So it's got like, vines on the outside. It's messed up. Look at that. That's what we like. All right, let's give this person a call. What's up with this? Needs Floreno fixer upper. Okay, what are they asking for this? No asking price, huh? Must be free. All right, so let's call Mr. Bowden. Let's see if he picks up the phone. Let's get some information on this. Oh, all right, here we go. Speaker. Man, that thing looks nasty.
It's Len.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Len?
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Steven. I think you spoke with my partner a while back about your property in Fairground Road. You still looking to sell?
No, that title work came back bad. We were wholesaling that deal.
Oh, you were wholesaling it?
Yeah, we were wholesaling it. And as we got closer to closing it, title came back where he had to do something with probate and some other stuff, and he wasn't going to the house was just not worth very much, so he didn't want to fool with it.
What were you trying to sell it for? What did you have it under contract for?
I think we had it under contract for like 10 or 13,000, somewhere in there.
And what were you trying to push it at?
No. We had it under contract for like, I don't remember what it was, but we had it sold for 13,000.
Oh, and then you ran into some title issues, huh?
Yeah.
What kind of title issues? Probate, you said?
Yeah, but it got deeper than that. There was way more to it than that. It wasn't just some simple stuff. It was going to be real complex.
Not worth your time?
No, it was a chain of title issue. Went back to some other family members, and it just went on and on. It wouldn't get clear.
I'll tell you what, I have a team that could probably get it cleared. If you're open to joint venturing on this, I'm pretty sure we can get it to the finish line, regardless how hairy it is.
Man, he's real unwilling to cooperate at this point. It probably won't work out, but I'll keep you in mind for the future.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Bye. There's no problem too big or too small that we can't fix. We love properties that are ugly and have ugly situations. He's not even under contract. I tried offering him to, lend a hand. He said the seller's not cooperative. He seems like he just let it go. Okay. But listen, if you have a property, guys, it doesn't matter anywhere in the United States. Sometimes you'll come across properties that just have a horrendous title situation. It could even be in good shape, ugly shape, but sometimes the title issues are just bad, or somebody just owes too much, or it's a short sale. Okay. We can get those deals to the finish line. It may take a little bit, but we can get it done. Okay. So it doesn't matter how big or small the problem is. I have a network of people that can get it done. So any property you come across, you guys ever drove by a property? It's just like this kind of, but you call the homeowner, it's in probate and it's deeper than that, or maybe there's so many liens or whatever it is. And then people are like, oh, it's not really worth my time. Those leads are actually good. You guys probably have some in your CRM right now that you would consider dead that can actually be revived. So if you have any of those ugly deals, title issues, whatever, reach out to me and I can help you with those. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one here. So that one was Alabama. I think that's a hot lead. It's interesting, guys. So his name is Land. Okay, Land. So Land, I'm going to send you the replay of this episode. Okay. Because I think this is a good lead. Who submitted this? Marie. Okay, you submit this. I think this is a good lead, but it takes the right person to work it. All right, let's go over to San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is actually a great market too. So let's pull up this one on Hazel Street. San Antonio, Texas. All right, this is in fair condition. Not sure, could not see pictures of the side. Oh, this is for sale by owner. How long has it been on this? Whoa, this property has been on here for 201 days. For sale by owner, not even listed. Okay. Now, that's 6 months. Why would a property be listed for 6 months with zero activity? Maybe the homeowner's not motivated enough. Maybe they're not getting the price they want. It could be of a variety of things. But, yeah, they probably are stuck on a price. But when you guys ever take pictures of a property, make sure you do the horizontal, not vertical. I don't know why people take pictures like that. What is this? This is a funky house. Okay. What is that? All right. Okay, window units. All right, so this probably, it probably needs everything. And they're probably asking way too much. All right, so what are the details you have on here? Just husband has dialysis. Okay, so they have to be motivated, but some people are motivated, but they just they won't budge unless they get their price. And the thing is, with people like that, the most you can do is just be completely upfront with them and say, hey, like, in order for this to make sense to us or anybody else you speak to that's an investor, they have to be at this price. Anything above probably wouldn't make sense. So, take your time if you want, but you're going to get other calls that are going to be at this price. And if they want more, I've been doing this long enough to realize I just don't see how they're going to get a return on their investment based on any price above this. But let's give her a call and let's see if they've changed their mind. All right. 3-3. Okay, got it. They've been trying to sell for a while now, so let me run comps on this thing.
Hello?
Hey, good afternoon. Is this Cynthia?
Yes.
Hey, Cynthia. My name is Steven. I think you spoke with somebody from the team about your property in Hazel Street. Were you still looking to sell?
What we're going to do is we're going to be putting the flooring on next week, and I'm going to be adding the HVAC, so the price is going to go up.
Oh, what you're looking? I see it on Zillow for 170 right now, right?
Yes, and it's going to go up.
How much more are you going to sell it for once you get
Well, it just depends on what I spend. I mean, I had a guy call me and started insulting me that the property's ugly and all that. And I had a broker come over here from Florida, and she looked at it and she said, there's nothing wrong with this property, Miss McBurney. There's nothing wrong with this property. These people are just being insultive. And I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't even listen to these lowball investors. They're just cheap cakes, and don't even deal with them.
Aren't those guys annoying? They lowball you, and it's just insulting, But no, I'm saying, don't you hate when they call you and they give you these lowball offers?
Yeah, and it was a fucking nigger too, and we're Italian.
Okay.
So we don't deal with niggers.
Wow. All right. Well, that's the kind of people that you get all the time. Hold on a second. Dang. Well, that's why she hasn't sold a property, because she hates everybody. A racist seller. Now, remember, this is sales. This is nothing compared to what I've heard. I mean, people say this stuff all the time, but crazy people say stuff all the time. But you cannot take anything personal in sales. You have to keep moving forward. But people like this are extremely difficult to work with. She's asking 170. Let's get back to the stats. She's asking 170, and it's been on the market for 210 days, and she's racist. So that's probably not somebody you want to deal with in the first place. Okay. Crazy, man. That's crazy. I remember when I first started this show, this guy, yeah, I'm not getting into that. He was saying some crazy stuff to me. I've had some people threaten me over the phone as well. But on to the next one. That's just some people you speak with them like that. It's crazy. So I'm not calling this lady back because she ain't gonna deal with nobody. Let's go to the next one in Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is a great market as well. Let me stop sharing this one. All right. Let's go Las Vegas. When you guys are making these calls, I mean, when I was brand new and people yelled at me, I'd be like, man, what did I do wrong? Is it me? Do I suck? I mean, I probably suck. Everybody sucks in the beginning, but some people just crazy. So you can only control what you can control. You just got to keep it. It's not you. You got to keep moving on to the next one. So let's go to the next one, Las Vegas. So what's up with this one? Fair condition. She claims it's fully renovated, but based on the pictures I saw, it could use a cosmetic rehab. She said she's tired of being landlord. All right. Hopefully we don't talk to any racist people on this, okay? Crazy. All right, let's go. Is there pictures on this? All right, so her name is Ginger. Her property is in Lewis Avenue in Las Vegas. And this came, okay, from fully... Now, when somebody says their property is fully renovated, I mean, I take that at face value because somebody's definition of a renovation is usually different than investors, right? So I have this, I mean, people will say, oh, my house is great shape. It's fully renovated. When did you last update it? Oh, 2002. Okay, well, you know, again, they're not investors, so their 2002 fully renovation, that's not really fully renovated, like recently. Okay, all right, so yeah, wow, 161 photos. So they really went all out on these, and which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. The more photos, the better. Let's go over here. So check this out. Does this look fully renovated to you? Let me go to the first picture. All right. Well, it's not fully renovated. It doesn't look bad, but I mean, an investor is going to put different touches and stuff like that. But man, they got a lot of photos. I mean, look at all this. It's not bad, though. The more photos, the better. When you guys get properties under contract, there's no such thing as too much photos, by the way. Photos and video will actually sell the property much faster. You'll get a lot more attention. Okay. All right. So... hold on, is this listed for sale by owner on Zillow? Let me just confirm. And even if I know the price they're selling it at, I still ask them how much they want. No, this is off market. All right, cool. All right, let's call this person. Hopefully we get a normal person this time. All right, let's call this person. Her name is Ginger. All right, cool. You guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I do want to answer a few questions before.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Mike, you just reminded me about something. I saw your comment. You just reminded me. Well, you actually beat me to it. I had it planned, but I wasn't going to announce it. But I'll announce something today that I do every year. Okay? I do this every year. It's a giveaway. I'll tell you more details about it. Let me call this person one more time, though.
Your call has been forwarded.
Okay, no answer. And let me just confirm I dialed the right number. Yeah, this is the right number. Okay, so no answer. Yeah, so this isn't fully renovated. I don't know what they have. What they got going on here. It's like what is this? Maybe this is an ADU. Mother-in-law sleep back there. Okay, so drop any questions you have in the chat. All right, so check this out, guys. Every year, I do a giveaway. Okay, I do a giveaway, and it's basically what I do. If you guys are not familiar with PropStream is what I use to run comps. I've been using it for a very long time. I give a free PropStream account away, and I usually do one person for a year. But I think what I'm going to do this year is give it to more people maybe for like a month. Okay. You get a 7-day trial, and then you get, I think I'll give you 30 to 45 or 6. I don't know. We'll see. I want to give it to more people. Okay. The RI Toolbox has a 7-day trial. So on my Instagram, I'm going to post that probably this weekend. I'm going to post it, and I'm going to say the instructions on what you have to do to be entered. And then usually right on Christmas, either Christmas Eve or Christmas, I put all the names on this like wheel spin thing, and whoever it lands on gets an account. And that's it. That's just my gift to you. So usually it's one person a year, 1 or 2 people max, but I think I'm going to do probably like 6 people. I want to increase the chances. I want to make sure I can help you guys as much as you can, because PropStream is a great tool. It really is. Okay. So thanks for reminding about that, Mike. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon over here on the East Coast. Does he have any coaching? So I do have coaching. I don't promote it, because it is an investment. It takes time away from my business, my family, everything. So, but I do offer coaching in groups, and I do offer one-on-one mentorships. And then I also do speak in the Real Advisors community. Okay. All right. Let's answer some questions. If someone doesn't, and if you are interested in coaching, shoot me a message and I'll send you a few options. Okay. If someone doesn't want to start the process today as far as paperwork, but pushes for you to find out if your partner will do the price, how do you handle that? If someone doesn't want to start the process today, but pushes for you to find out if your partner will do the price. So that's fine. And if you know how I do this, when somebody is negotiating with me, I say, you know what? I don't know if we can do that price, but if we can, is this something you'd be ready to move forward with today? Okay. If they say no, there's no point. There's no point of me going to my partner and crunching numbers. And I'll tell you why. Because let's say I'll give you 2 scenarios. The first scenario is this. No, Stephen, I'm not ready, but if you could find out the price. Okay, I'll find out the price. Hey, great news. We can do that price. Okay, thanks. Nothing happens after that. The way it should be handled is, hey, if this is something we can do, if they give me the green light, we're able to move forward. Is this something you already move forward today as far as an agreement in place? No, Stephen, but can you find out the price for me? Well, I'd love to find that out, but I don't want to waste your time or my time. What would be your deciding factor between moving forward or not? Well, I got to speak with my, spouse. Okay, why don't you speak with your spouse? I'll speak with my partner. When's a good time I could check back in with you to see how that went? You see, if somebody's not ready to move forward, I'm not going to go out of my way to say, yes, we can do that price. Because if there's no commitment and I give them a price, then they're going to take that price and they're going to shop it around. They're going to say, hey, I got an offer from Steven at this price. If you can match or beat that, I'll go with you, right? You always want to find out, well, what's your deciding factor between moving forward today or not? And that is going to uncover the real objection. And then you'll cross that bridge when you get there. But I don't give a price. I mean, I'll give a range, but if I give a range, they still don't know where I'm at. Okay. I usually only do that when somebody's ready, right? If they say, hey, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready to move forward today. Great. I'll speak with my partner. Is it okay if I give you a call back shortly? Or can I place you in a brief hold? And then, you assume the close. Okay. And if you guys are in the Facebook group, I'm going to give you a free script that kind of guides you through that if you don't have one already. Okay. Great question. All right. Another one. If a seller is reviewing an agreement over the phone with you and midway says they need to think about it overnight or they need a few days, how do you handle those situations? This is a great question, because what happens if, yes, they agreed on the price, they are ready to move forward today. All right, great. When would you be able to get in front of a computer or have access to your email? I'm available right now. Great. It's already pre-drafted. I send it. Hey, John, I just sent this over to you. open up your email. You got it? Great. Take your time and review that. I'll stay on the phone just in case you have any questions. Okay. Let's say they say, all right, thanks. I need some time to think about it overnight. So what I do is I say, well, I was under the impression that you were ready to move forward. Because remember, guys, before I even like talk to my partner or send a contract, I have to make sure that I get commitment from them. Okay? I will only send out a contract if they want me to. So, hey, if we're able to do that price, is this something you're ready to move forward with today? Okay? If they say yes, then I'll send that contract. So I'm assuming they're ready to move forward. So if I send them the contract and all of a sudden they get these cold feet, they got to think about it. I mean, I'll say, hey, John, I thought you were ready to move forward. That's what you told me. Because company policy is I'm not even allowed to send these out unless you're ready to move forward. Are you still interested in selling the property? I'll say something that I know they're going to say yes to. They're going to say, yes, I am. But I don't understand this inspection period. You see, when somebody agrees to move forward and then you send them a contract and then they review the contract and they're like, I got to think about this. There's something on that contract that they don't understand. That's the real objection. Most of the time, this stuff about I got to think about it and I'll get back, it's just a bunch of smoke. All right. So just make sure you say, hey, I'm not able to even send these out. Company policy is we don't send these agreements out unless the homeowner is ready to move forward, which, John, you told me you're ready to move forward. Are you still interested in selling your property? Yes. Okay, well, what's your deciding factor between moving forward or not? Is there anything on this agreement I can clarify for you? Sometimes when you say in that manner, they'll say, yeah, what is this inspection period or the closing costs or whatever it is. Sometimes I'll get, yeah, let me have my attorney take a look at this. Hey, John, no problem. I was under the impression already move forward. Unfortunately, company policy is I'm not even allowed to send these out. So here's what I'll do. Since you're not ready to sell, I'm going to go ahead and void this agreement and I'll email you a blank one. Okay. And this will happen. It does happen. It's not very common. It all depends how you structure the negotiation leading up to that point. But some people, when you send them the contract, they'll look at it and all of a sudden they got to think about it or talk with their spouse or their cousin that's an agent or an attorney. That's fine. But we do not send out filled contracts with those people. We email them a blank one. And if they are on the phone with me, I will void the contract. So if I'm using DocuSign, I can void it. You put the reason why. So if they try printing it out or something, big letters will be across void. Okay, so it gives me another layer of protection. But yeah, that's what I do. The first thing you want to make sure is that you uncover the reason, what's stopping you? How did we get here? Okay. Mismatch, I think you're talking about that property. Yep. Morning, what's up? Mike, I do it every year. Okay. Could you contact the owner since the wholesaler gave up on it? I can. I'd still like to give them a referral fee. That's just me. Like if somebody brings me a deal and it doesn't work out for them, I ask them, hey, if you can get this back on the hook, I think I can help you with this. No, it's too much work. Well, that just tells me you're giving up on it. So somebody else is going to get that deal. Okay. So we can call it, but I still want to include this guy. I still want to include him. That's just me. I want to do things the right way. If somebody gives up on a deal, I'll still give them a referral fee. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Let me go over here to the Zoom. If you guys are in the Real Advisors community and you are in the Zoom, go and drop any questions that you may be. Let me see. They don't want to sell that house. If they really did. Yep. If you have any questions, go and drop them in the chat in the Zoom call. Yeah. Yep. PropStream is great. Yeah. If you guys don't have Instagram, you could shoot me a message on Facebook. Or if you're in the Real Advisors community, you could shoot me a message on there. Steven, can you help me close a deal in Montgomery today? The property is owned by an LLC, but I spoke with the signer. There are a few issues. I need help. Yes, Murray, why don't you, since you're on the Zoom call, shoot me a direct message on here, or go ahead and submit the lead, and I'll call it. Okay, let's call a few more though. You guys are asking some really good questions, really good questions. All right, so this one in Las Vegas didn't answer, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Another one in Montgomery, Alabama. Somebody sent me a deal. Check this out. Somebody sent me a deal in Mobile, Alabama last month. I helped them get it under contract because they were a student of mine. But it was like, it set a record for the smallest deal I've ever done in my life. I think it was like $1,500 or something. But hey, I mean, it came from Zillow for sale by, guys, there are deals on Zillow for sale by owner. If you are in a limited marketing budget, anything for sale by owner is great. Okay. If you do have some money to play with, the best marketing source, I can't stress this enough, is PPC PPL. Okay. I do share what my favorite marketing source is on the ritoolbox.com, because I'm getting contracts on there and we are closing deals, and we want to make sure that we turn it up, because if you guys slow down right now, in January, it's going to be even slower, because now you're trying to play catch up. Remember, the second you get a contract, from contract to close, it's usually about 30 days. So if you get a contract now, right, we're in early December, obviously you got, Christmas Eve, we were past Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's, but you want to start setting up your pipeline now to start closing in January. And the best way to do that are leads that come to you, right? You know, the average cash conversion cycle of a cold call lead can be, 4+ months. If it's a PPC PPL lead, it's 30 days. Okay. So PPL stands for pay per lead. All right. So there's services out there that will, they'll do the PPC campaign. They'll pre-qualify the lead and it'll go straight to you. Okay. Those are my favorite. I'm actually only doing those right now. Okay. So again, this is an investment. So if you guys are interested, I use this company right here. I've had great success with them. Predictably close 3 to 5 plus extra deals every month. These people are motivated. They go to you and I need to sell. I want to sell ASAP. It doesn't get any better. Now, if you're starting out and you're on a limited marketing budget, there's nothing wrong with for sale by owner, driving for dollars, or cold calling, right? But it will take longer. Okay. Kind of like mentorship and coaching, right? You guys may have all the tools and resources you need to get deals. It's just how quickly do you want to get there? Okay. What other questions we got? Let me see if I can call. What time is it? I got time for a few more calls. So this one's in Montgomery. That's the one I was going to call. I'm not the biggest fan of, Alabama because of the deal size. I mean, those kind of markets, the deals are smaller, price points are smaller. I love Florida. Florida is a great market. There are deals in Alabama. It's just, I'll do deals in Alabama, but what I care about is our average deal size. I don't care about how many deals can we get, right? Can 10 deals at 10,000 is 100,000, or can I get 2 deals at 50,000? That's the same thing, less of a headache. Okay, so that's another thing, is you want to be picky with what markets you're going to be in, right? Searching for leads for sale by owner and scaling a company isn't sustainable. You have to spend money to make money, okay? And that's just how it is. But there are free ways of getting your first deal. My very first deal was a driving for dollars deal with $7,000. Changed my life. I was driving around. I found a messed up property. I handwrote them a letter. I put my Google Voice number on there. They called me and they accepted the offer. So you have to do what you can with what you have. All right. Don't ever let Don't ever let it slow you down. All right, let's call this lead right here. So this is in what is this? Montgomery, Alabama. Sweet Home, Alabama. All right, so this is the property. All right. Let's see. And keep dropping any questions you have because I'm going to finish this off with questions. Okay. So this is in fair condition. Repairs needed. Yes. Reason for selling, wanting to liquidate. So that tells me they probably own more than one property, which is great. I call those whales. And with people that have multiple properties they want to sell, you want to provide the best customer experience from the very beginning, because then they're going to be like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. I like dealing with this company. I want to, this to be a hassle-free process. I'm going to sell them everything else. All right. But let's see if they pick up the phone. So this is Mr. Davis. All right. Put on speaker. Let's start running comps on this. They don't answer my call one more time. This is not coming up on here.
You reached the voicemail of Cedric Dave.
Let's call Mr. Davis one more time. it is the right number.
Morning, Cedric speaking.
Hey, good morning, Cedric. My name is Steven. I think you spoke with somebody from our team a while back about your property on Audubon Road. Are you still looking to sell that property?
I don't recall. I don't think I spoke to anyone about it, but how can I help you?
Yeah, it says here, man, this was probably back in October. You spoke with Jacob. Does that ring a bell?
Okay.
Were you interested in selling the property?
Go ahead. What do you? Pardon me?
Were you interested in selling the property?
Man, this aggravates me. I get calls all day. People asking me, do I want to sell it and why I want to sell it? And they're unsolicited calls.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you probably the same thing I told Jacob. If you guys are really serious about it, do your homework and make me a serious offer on the property. I mean, that's how I buy my houses. I don't call people, out of the blue unless I already have some idea what I'm willing to pay for the property.
Of course.
So if you guys are really serious, do your homework, do the comps, and then call me with an offer in mind. We'll go from there.
Yeah, can I ask a few questions about it as far as the conditions so I can come up with the best offer possible?
I can tell you everything. Hold on one second. Let me clear this other line. Hold on.
Sure. He's not very motivated, but we have to get some information. Okay. With these kind of people, I try educating him. He's getting a bunch of calls because it's probably in a good.
I'll be honest with you. If you wanted to redo the kitchen, nothing has been done to the house as far as refurbishing of the kitchen or bathroom. It's in pretty good shape. It's currently rented. Roof is okay on it. At some point in time, it may need a roof, but right now it's fine.
Okay.
So it's a three-bedroom, one-bath house. Living room, dining room. It's got a little small den on the side as well.
All right. So you get calls all the time on this?
Man, look, all the time, and it's crazy. I mean,
they lowball you, right?
Just call. Well, they want to lowball, and
yeah.
What they're doing. I guess they're buying a list from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I'm not a distressed sale, so they're just going down the list. I guess assuming everybody's a distressed sale, and I'm not. And I tell them that up front. I'm not a distressed sale.
Right.
So I'm not selling for 5-10 cents on the dollar.
Right.
If somebody wants to make me a real serious offer, I might listen to it, but I'm not looking to sell it. But hey, if if somebody piques me right, and catch me on the right day, maybe I will, but I'm not going to give it away at that,
Of course. No, that's smart. That's probably why you're getting a bunch of calls.
My phone is,
Yeah.
my phone's ringing all day, every day,
Just out of curiosity, because what's different about us is that we don't, obviously if the house needed a lot of work and repairs, we'll make you an offer that's, typically that makes sense. But if the house is in good shape, we usually pay a lot more because it's not really a flip. In that case, it's more of a rental property. But if you were to sell, I know you're not actively looking to sell, but just so I don't waste your time, what kind of price were you at?
I really have to sit and look at my numbers on that particular home.
Sure.
And it rents well for me. I'm renting it, I think, for like $825.
Okay.
So, and again, I'm not in dire stress for any cash. And
Right.
I'm at retirement. I really bought these houses, specifically for that purpose. Hopefully, they don't tear up the economy when people can't pay the rent.
Right.
Which I'm hoping we're not heading for that. But so I'll look at it and and I could probably I got your number in my phone, maybe give you a shout back. But
Sure.
It's not anything I'm looking to do right now, especially with the rate. I got to see how things settle down with this election as well.
Sure. Last question before I let you go. If we were to make an offer that's full market value for your property, would you be open to potential terms on it if we can pay you full market value?
I'd have to look at it and see. It's not something I would, I'll definitely consider it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you go. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. When would be a better time to give you a call back?
Usually probably around this time is fine, or early in the mornings before I get going.
Okay.
But I'm
Perfect.
flexible. I recognize your number, so I don't have a problem. You talk with more sense than most other folks.
I appreciate that. I just want to talk to you like a human and not be like everybody else lowballing you. I want to come
they
correct.
call and ask me, why do you want to sell it? I didn't ask.
They called you.
You called me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But they're going by script. I know that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. Have a great weekend.
Okay, no problem at all.
Take care.
All right, thank you.
Well, that's good to hear. But that's the thing. I'm not going. The script is right here in my head, guys. I don't, the script is in my head. Now, obviously, when you're starting out, you want to use a script. But the script, when you're starting out, you're going to sound like a robot. And that's completely normal. But the goal of a script is not to be, it's not meant to be word for word. You want to memorize the script because the best thing about a script, it has a process to it. Okay. And if you follow the process, you're going to get all the questions you want answered. Now, every conversation is different. Okay. So I'm glad this guy complimented me because at least he knows what I'm talking about, right? He's not motivated to sell. Now, notice I said, listen, if you were to sell, I know you're not looking to sell, but if you were, what would be that price? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check. Okay. Well, last question before I let you go. If I can pay you full market value for it, would you be open to terms? Well, I'd consider it. He's an investor, so he understands what terms is. But it sounded like he was busy trying to rush me off the phone a little bit. So, it's good to just call him back. So, yeah, I think that's I think it's really good to do that. Let's see. So, yeah, scripts, guys, it's never a one size fits all. Scripts are meant to follow a process. Okay. All right. What other questions we have? Okay, I already entered that one. Can't get on the Zoom. Okay. Contact support about that. Yeah, there's a script. Yep. Eric's a good guy. He was on the deal desk on the season 2 when I had different people making calls. He knows his stuff for sure. Great guy. All right, let me go to the Zoom to see if there's any questions on there. All right. Steven, can you please drop the site for the people for marketing sales? I'm not sure I got the name right. Oh, so, yeah, that is it. Yep. Thanks, Lisa. That's it. I had to answer a call as I sat back down. I heard you call my name. Can you give me? Oh, Marie, if you can message me directly on the Zoom here, I can call one more. If you want to message me you said you had one in Alabama, I believe. Olivia, yes, I want to go to that property, but I'll probably end up going next week. I need to coordinate that with you and the agent to make an offer on it. I like the area, and I also like that it's 3 different units. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, listen, when you guys speak with people, this is one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give you. Any homeowner you speak with that's not a PPC or PPL, right? Because those, you got to jump on them. As soon as those leads come in, you have to jump on them. Most of the time, if you guys are cold calling, okay, you usually won't be the first or last person that person speaks with, okay? So the conversation has to be a different approach. What I mean by that is this gentleman I just spoke with, for example. I get calls all the time. They lowball me. They sound like they're reading off a script. I'm not going to sound like everybody else. I don't want to say, hey, how you doing today? Were you interested? Why would you want to sell the house? Well, you called me, right? You have to mix it up. You guys have to throw your own flavor in the script. You can't sound like everybody else, right? Say, hey, man, I'm sure you get calls on this all the time. I know you're not looking to sell. It doesn't seem like, it's in rough shape. Just out of curiosity, if you were to sell, what price would you be at, right? It's much different than going through just like a regular one-size-fits-all script. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all. Again, the script is meant to be a process. Every conversation is different. You get the questions you need answered, and you keep going. Okay. All right. If later on he accepted higher price terms, would you introduce a realtor to the deal? No. So there's no need to. So the only time I involve an agent is if I'm listing a house. Like if I renovate a house and I flip it and I put it back on the market, I already have an agent that I work with. But, the beautiful thing about this business is when you guys are doing deals off market, you have a lot more control over the negotiation and the process. Not to say that on market doesn't work, but the agent has to be investor friendly. They have to know what you're doing. If you guys are planning on wholesaling it, you have to make sure that it has inspection and it's assignable. Okay. So just make sure you're working with good agents that are investor friendly if they're the ones selling the property. Remember, most of the time or all the time when they are selling the property, they're going to want to use their contract. Okay. And that's fine. But you want to make sure that the contract has the terms that you need. Okay. You want to make sure the property has inspection period and that it's assignable if you plan on assigning it. All right. So hopefully the answer is that. Good question. Let me go back to the Zoom. Marie, you have that address for me I can call? Where's the Zoom? Oh, here it is. I got like 2 screens here. Oh, here we go. Olivia, you should definitely pursue. You guys want to make offers on everything. Everything. It doesn't matter how nice it is, how ugly it is, the situation. Always make offers. Okay. All right. Olivia, I actually meet with my partner today. We're going to talk about that property. We'll probably end up calling you and the agent, okay, to put an offer on it. It's definitely an investment play. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for today. Have a great weekend. Make those calls. If you guys need anything, shoot me a message in the community. Shoot me a DM. Have a great weekend, guys.